to keep getting into our dragon part of the Beau reviews, and to keep going into our Beast Hunters marathon, the second of the wave is the second. I'm sorry, not second of the wave, but the second of the set of figures that I've selected for the Beast Hunters marathon is a figure that I actually was kind of worried about. Something that I didn't think would actually end up being this good. This is Beast Hunters Deluxe Class Ripclaw. And, yeah. I'm sorry, I did not mean to call him a he. This is a she. This is a fembot. And she looks terrifying. Let's start off with the dragon mode, and it looks terrifying. It looks, proportion-wise, it could have done a little bit better. That's the first statement I want to make out. It just doesn't look like, proportion-wise, it's a little bit off. You can pretty much tell from the legs and the arms that this thing basically is laying on its back, or laying on its front, with a tail sticking out, and its legs are bent in a weird position that I can never do, or anyone can do. But overall, the dragon mode looks nice. I like the aesthetic and the nice choice of color scheme they used for it. It's a very nicely done color of a nice shaded of light blue, red, and some brown bits. Looks very nice. Head sculpt for the dragon mode is a pretty decent head sculpt. It's not the best of the dragon heads that I've seen for the Beast Hunters, but it's a pretty cool head sculpt. It's for a size comparison, I can't really do it on camera, but let me tell you, this guy is pretty big, actually. Compared to a few of the other Transformers that I've seen from Beast Hunters, it's pretty big in the dragon mode. Now we get down to transformation, and honestly, I don't think I need to do it off camera. Oh, let's just face it, I'm going to do it off camera because I'm too lazy to do it on camera. So we're going to do it off camera as usual. So I'm going to take this off the side, and you're going to hear me talk as usual. Transformation for Ripclaw is very simple. It is no different from any other Beast Hunters toys from the past. It's very simple, and it has a lot of parts forming. Not really, but it's a part former, and it just pretty much folds out. Like I said before, it looks like it's just laying on its front, which I don't mind, but you know, it's pretty simple as it is. You're not getting a complex transformation out of this at all, so don't expect anything big out of the toy. And it pretty much after you fold out its belly, you pretty much will see everything out of this figure. In robot mode, Ripclaw looks... In robot mode, Ripclaw looks very, very cool. And I'm actually very impressed by how well the figure looks. It's, you know, when I first saw the images of this figure, I was actually kind of let down, because it didn't look as good in a photo. But when I got it in hand, I was pretty impressed by the robot mode. Now, it is a little bit, there is a little bit of kibble issues in the back, but that makes sense because it has a giant tail and there's no other place to put it but on the back. Overall, the robot mode is really good, but there is a few problems that I have with the figure. The first one is it doesn't stay up that well. You pretty much saw it when I was trying to get it on, trying to stand up. It doesn't have, if you look closely, there isn't that many really good heel spurs on this, and they're very, very small. I can't really bring it up on camera, but they're very, very small, so it's kind of hard to get this guy in a good pose. Once you just leave him like that, you have to leave him just like that. And, you know, that's kind of a disappointment, but that's okay. The other issue I have was at the back kibble, but, nah, I've already explained why they had to put it there. The robot mode overall is pretty decent. Uh, she does come with a weapon. As you can see, it's pretty much the tail, the end of the tail, and it does open like this. If you press the button on here, if you hold it, or sorry, not like that. If you pretty much what I like to do is that there's like this button here that would open it, but mine doesn't work for some reason. So what I like to do is just like that, and you know, pretty simple little weapon. She can hold it, and she can use it at will, and that is a pretty cool little I don't know if it's supposed to be a proton launcher or a cannon or a grappling hook. I have no idea, but it still looks pretty nice, and I appreciate what they did for the weapon and actually integrated into the arm to make it look like she's doing a whole Beast Wars Megatron homage or something like that. Stacked up to other deluxe class figures, she is pretty decent. She's a little bit shorter actually than some of the earlier Prime figures, but to most Beast Hunter figures, she's actually pretty decent, and I enjoy that and appreciate what they did there. Overall, the robot mode is a pretty decent design, and I appreciate what Hasbro did. And I like the way that it's very simple. This is what I was saying in my R.I.D. Bumblebee review, that the simplified Transformers these days and back then, they don't really do anything bad. They actually make I dare say, they actually make the robots a little bit better. I mean, there are so many simple Transformers these days, and they pretty much have, you know, they've all been very good figures. Like, for example, Evasion Mode Prime, or Strafe, or Scorn. They are all very nice figures. And in my review, R.I.D. Bumblebee, very simple, very nice design. I just like that Hasbro, they pretty much know at this point that everyone's gonna be mad no matter what. And I'm happy that they do what they want. They don't care. I don't understand they don't care about the fans, but they don't care what the people have to say about like oh, do this or do that. Because if they do that, they're gonna be very expensive, and we're not gonna be able to afford them. And guess what? Another argument starts again. Hasbro just doesn't want to put up with that. So I'm very happy that they went simplified and they dumbed it down a bit. The main reason they did that is for the kids, and makes a lot of sense and does a lot for the figure. And it has no difference here with this figure. It's a very nice figure, and I recommend getting it for your Beast Hunters collection. Now, like I said, her heel spurs kind of kill me. The only way I'm even getting her to stand this good is that I'm actually have her legs bent a little bit. You can't really see it, but they're bent. So that's pretty much it. This is a pretty decent figure, and for a simplified toy, very well done. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Ripclaw. And guys, simplified toys sorry, my lip is losing it at the ending. Simplified toys, just because they're simple, doesn't mean they're terrible.